Well, it's the summertime. All the good stuff is coming out now. We're trying to like this is the month where the movies are gonna go crazy, right? But like you say, you might think they might be on weak. I don't think so.
Yeah,
maybe I'll
It's
watch
a bunch
something
of stuff
for
coming
once.
out. A bunch of things are about to drop.
Summer blockbuster season.
5
There's
deep.
a lot of entertainment
We're
coming.
back. 5
yeah,
deep, man. Welcome We're back. 5 deep like a Diddy party. Hey.
The return of the Saw of
Welcome
Jimmy.
back to the group chat. I'll watch for your.
He was
Whoa.
on a he's
Oil-
on a
you said
vacation
baby
at the
oil?
White Lotus.
Yeah.
With,
The more oil, the
RFK.
deeper you go.
Whoa.
Me and RFK exchanging notes.
You're gonna get the chafing though, baby oil.
Yeah. So wait, did I see that he's like not making bail, or did he actually get out, or what is the thing?
Not like-
I'm
No,
out of the
they
loop.
they
I'm out of
requested
the loop.
bail before the sentencing. Now that they know he's not being charged with the RICO, not being convicted for the RICO charges. But he asked they requested a $1 million bail until sentencing, and the judge denied it. So he's gonna spend 4th of July still in the jail, man.
Diddy. He's back. Yeah, but he's escaping a life sentence, damn near.
Well, yeah, because then he's getting just guilty on like transporting for like sex, because that's considered as like trafficking now. If you bring in a girl, if you fly her
Simply
out
Ubering for her.
just to come get her cheeks clapped, yeah, they can get you down for
That counts as trafficking now.
Haven't
Yeah,
you
it's
guys
crazy,
trafficked?
bro.
In that, by that logic,
I gotta look that up.
it's different if you're copping, you know. If
No,
you cop
but
something from out of
if you
town.
are transporting them for yourself, is that just purchasing and that's illegal? Because prostitution is illegal, or
that's what they were using in the That's what they're saying. The stuff that was used to buy their tickets to come out is from Diddy's car. Also, Cassie should be getting like the same kind of charges because a lot of the escorts that they cop was her doing the copping.
Hey, keep it real.
yeah,
I got a
Craigslist.
question. Did he get charged for dudes?
Yeah.
Has anybody been
Nah.
thinking? Well, he
none
got
of those dudes?
two counts of transporting someone for prostitution. But was it dudes?
No. It's Cassie and 50 Cent's baby mama.
only women and the dudes? I don't think are the ones that were.
And they're both his
pressing charges in the
girlfriends.
first place.
Hey, Diddy got a type for sure. He like them Filipino Asian looking types.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey.
Because even his baby mama, the last one, is like she looked just like another version of him.
Gina?
Is that the one he got the
Gina
youngest little
Huynh?
girl with?
Dudes
Yeah.
weren't the ones
So,
taking him to court for this. Unless that, and the ones that tried to did not succeed. Like that dude that was writing for him, B. Rob or whatever.
Yeah, B Pumper.
B. Pumper. Lil Rob.
So it's not
excuse me.
considered. It's not
Little Rob,
automatically
hey.
considered sex trafficking when you like grab an Uber.
Oh, right.
Ain't nothing
Human
like
trafficking
them
involves the
summer
use of
nights.
force, fraud, or coercion to exploit someone for labor or commercial sex. So there's an argument for it, but it's like, nah, that you're getting your side chica over to your house using Uber. No, that is not sex trafficking. You're in the clear, listener.
Yeah. So
But
use
it's like
Uber.
but it's like flying
So,
from the
Jimmy,
states,
you're-
though, right? State to state. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mic is
Demo.
low. Your
Yeah,
mic
I
is
agree.
very low.
I could turn that up. Let me turn that all the way up for you. There you go, dear listener. You can get your
Get caught
legal
up on
advice here.
The Diddy talks.
What is he gonna do now? What do you
Yeah.
guys think his life is gonna be like?
He's
Jack
just gonna
off.
Hang out and be rich somewhere.
He's just gonna
been doing
back.
I could see him maybe dipping out to where Russell Simmons is at.
Bali?
Maybe now.
Having
Yeah.
freak outs out there.
Well, no, just in case they try to come back at him with some shit, you know what I mean? To like, he can't get like extradited out there because that's why Russell Simmons is out there.
Wow. That's a nice little admission
'Cause
of guilt.
No, yeah, that's why he dipped out there so he wouldn't get like caught up.
Yeah, but
Wait,
I mean,
Russell
think
Simmons
about it.
went to Bali for what? No.
To escape like all his like
Accusations.
he had some Diddy accusations, Diddy stuff. I think even from his ex-wife too, because he got her when she was hella young. Kamara Lee, fat for him, or what was it? Baby fat.
Goodness.
She got his chips though. How do those
Yeah.
fools be just out? Like, you know, you have to have a certain amount of citizenship or something to stay forever, right? So like they just be
In
having
Bali?
to dip to different places or anywhere.
He's
over
Russell
there,
Simmons,
bro. He got it.
Yeah.
If you got money, you go
them
get
poor
like,
ass
some
countries
sorta-
like that. It's like, hey, I give you $2 million, make me a fucking mayor over here. Like, oh, yep.
The gold card. Well, I don't know
Yeah,
about the mayor,
dude.
bro.
Well-
The 2 million. Some of those countries are poor, but they ain't poor like that. You know?
Well,
they're
it's
still
like
countries.
you
Hey,
know, like
Bali's poor though, cause like you can like out there is fucking
It's Indonesia.
yeah the Indochino.
they just have such good customer service that they'll hide you. Your premium platinum refugee package is what you
But
have
I
to
mean,
get.
But going back to what he'll do, I mean, he's still hella rich, bro. And then like
But he's
a lot of people are still a lot of people
But he's
still
rich
ride.
now.
A lot of people are still riding with him. I went to his IG today, like over 400 of my followers.
you, Diddy.
Over 400 people I follow are still following him. So like, yeah, I think
Who,
he's gonna
Diddy
be
or
fine.
Russell Simmons?
Diddy.
Yeah, they could also
Oh,
be
I was gonna
following
say,
him
who
just
the
from
fuck's
like
riding
a
Russell Simmons?
curiosity standpoint too, like just interested
Watching the car
what's gonna
crash.
happen next.
Yeah.
You know, like when we all followed 6ix9ine.
Because it's really offended, you just like don't follow that shit no more. Because yeah, I didn't follow 6ix9ine.
All y'all did, bro. What you mean?
Nah,
So
sure
I
I
still
did.
think his first album was cool.
I can't remember if I did.
Hey, I'm
When
with you.
the,
I
the songs he
can't deny.
made was
That
cool. We
was
went
a-
to the concert.
We went
Yeah.
to
Just
the-
Yeah, Gummo.
That shit still
Don't act
slaps
like you
right now. If
wasn't
you put Gumbo
following
on
him,
right
nigga.
now, it still be.
Yeah.
I wasn't for real. I promise you.
I didn't. That stuff goes crazy. I liked it.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
Nah, he took over everything. If he didn't get
Some weird
fucked for
shit?
the snitching stuff, nah. Because the thing is, even with the weird shit, he already beat that, and people were still fucking with him.
Yeah,
It's
but
not-
like, didn't you say he was like a sexual predator too, though? Once
Yeah,
shit
that
was
already
happening.
been came out though. This I'm
Yeah.
talking about. Like he was still his shit didn't end until it found out he's not really gangster, and it all the facade just ended. It's like, oh, yeah, this was
I'm
a
just
punk.
Yeah, who was it that was like calling him Daniel and really
Daniel.
calling him out?
Yeah, you
Funny
can't
shit was
have-
that it was him and Trippie Redd were hella beefing. That was hilarious.
his whole vibe was about smoking people, and you can't just like be like, "Nah, not about smoking people." At that point,
He's
You
like,
know?
it's
well,
pretend.
he got he
Like-
got Bloods behind him. Like, you know, just
No, yeah,
paying
yeah, he had
gangsters
all-
to
but-
support him.
that's who crossed him though. That was the problem.
Exactly. He didn't realize
He
who
told
was
on them
getting
Because
because they
to.
were
they're
finna kill
extorting
him.
him.
Yeah,
Nah, they're extorting his ass. Yeah. I mean, like
Yeah.
the whole thing from him too. If he didn't say nothing, he would have like got out.
Damn.
That
Yeah.
was the whole thing. Because if he would just kept when the feds got him, he would just stayed his mouth shut and let the lawyer do the work. He would have got out. But he ended up, cooperating, and that's why it was like, oh yeah, this
Should have called Brian Steele.
Hey, he's the man now.
I
He's
think
the
that
new.
was the game calling
he's-
him Daniel. D.
man.
Yeah, that's his
maybe.
name.
Shout out the
Damn,
game,
Daniel.
man. Played him in 2K again the other day, man. He
Did he
Hey,
whoop
He
your ass
served
again?
y'all, huh?
That's crazy. That
they beat us.
You gotta
It
find
was
gotta
the
find Breezy.
whatever Ethica, you know the brand. Whoever
Huh.
has their official 2K was cooking. It was
The
raw.
game
It
is
was
nice.
like Ethica brand.
He knows.
Damn, that's
They were
crazy.
playing
He's
with the
like
game.
almost 50. That's gonna be
Yeah,
us.
for sure.
Man,
yeah,
On the
he's in his
sticks.
retirement plan right now. That's why, like, if you're playing 2K, there's a chance you play with him more than once.
Right.
Just on it.
You play with Chris Brown? I seen he just got hella hype.
Yeah,
on
we
him.
played him. We had his team on the ropes, and then his teammates fucking bailed him out because he got some good teammates. But we had Chris Brown beat. He's the center on the team.
Yeah. A lot of those celebrities
Yeah,
be
this
having
one's for
good ass
Riri.
teammates though because they be having tryouts to be their teammates.
He took
Yeah,
he
that's
stopped
real.
shooting as much, and then they came back. You know, he's probably like, "Hey, nigga, let me get the shots." And then when the shit got
Yeah.
real, they had to
I'll
do
pass Chris Brown.
I remember when we played the game, he just played a slasher that would magically get around anybody.
Yeah.
It was
it.
like,
Doesn't help
okay,
2K
all right,
lets
I
him
see.
max out his character to the fullest without having to grind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
It's like,
that's
oh, this
the
is
beauty
cheats.
of being a celeb. They just say, "Here you go, bro. Promote the game." Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that aspect of being a celebrity is that, after you become a celebrity, people just start giving you free shit.
Yeah, you make more money, but you don't need to spend it no more.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
They're the
exactly.
biggest suckers for
That's what
free
they
shit,
Yeah.
Well, they're just so used to it after the beginning. It's like, oh shit.
Well, it's a company
get
see it as an
endorsement.
endorsement. Yeah, they're just like,
You
let's
get-
go ahead and give this guy a hat.
Like the
If
dudes
somebody
with the,
sees, yeah.
with the Jordan deals, they get like Devontae Adams was posting. He's getting like in a month like 30 pairs of shoes.
Yeah, that's a 20,000 sales probably at minimum for somebody who has like a ton of followers on IG or something or TikTok if they're wearing it
Yup.
Yeah, it's worth
Tiki
it for them.
talk.
just instantly.
Yeah,
Well,
man. The Diddler's home. He'll probably just
Not
make some
yet.
beats too, going back to that. Oh yeah, he's not yet back, but October I
Maybe.
think is when he'll get his.
I don't know if
thing.
musicians are
So
going to want
he's
to be
officially-
affiliated
he's
with Bad
official-
Boy at this point, like to that.
All right. They exposed so much of his predatory practices
And
too,
some of his
in that,
colleagues, like French Montana and shit.
Mhm.
Some of them got some.
He's probably they're
Yeah.
probably gonna do if he. So is he actually out for
Nah,
good?
not
Nah,
yet.
he's gonna get his sentencing in October or something like that. He was trying to get
I
a bail,
see.
but like they're saying he got denied.
Mm. I see.
Yeah, I don't know what'll come.
'Cause
in there.
Cassie's
change
lawyers-
that.
GTA or him.
Cassie's
Change
lawyers
that old-
sent they sent out like to try to like hey, don't let him out on bail or something. But with the offenses that he got, I was reading Whack 100 posted some shit that he should get like 7 months or 8 months like off the time served that he already has done. So yeah,
Yeah, that's
he
not
should
bad.
get- And he probably got
Comparatively,
sooner
like
than that.
forever.
Yeah, like R. Kelly.
Yeah.
I don't know how long he's got. Right, he's forever or what?
He was trying to get Donald
I
Trump to
don't
bail
know.
him out
Okay.
on some Chicago shit.
And when he's out, no one's gonna give a fuck.
So
Chicago.
he said so. R. Kelly got sentenced for 30 years in prison.
Oh, he's chopped.
Kales. Oh,
That's all.
oh, 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 oh.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, he's going for appeals though.
Of course. I mean, why not? What,
Why
what
not?
do you
Yeah,
have
what
to
else
lose?
are you gonna do?
Remember the story that just came out about him that he might have little room to fight.
He's been on good behavior, right?
He OD'd in his cell. They over prescription him and he had an overdose and had to get rushed to the hospital.
He's been singing and entertaining for the prisoners, though, right? Like we acted that out in Gen G, joking about it, like in 2021, and then it really became a thing. Remember, Demo's like he gonna sing for the Aryan Nation in jail or whatever. It's really a thing, bro.
I like how you sing,
Robert, sing him happy birthday,
Sing it
brother.
for us, Robert.
Robert, would you mind singing me that one tune one more time? Robert, could you sing me that one song about that thing while I shoot up this black tar heroin? I can hear you from across the hall. It's no big deal. Just sing it real loud against the
Boy,
bars.
your
for me."
thing.
He said, "Now what's my song I love to hear? I don't see nothing wrong with a little fentanyl."
So it would mean hey, so so Joshua over there decided to take the easy way out. We doubled his dose of fentanyl. He's gonna go ahead and take an OD nap. Would you mind singing him to sleep? I think that he's curtain call for Joshua. I think what he needs is a good, nice,
He needs a
even
bump and
song.
grind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
Sing him Addiction, but make sure it's the remix.
It'd be it might be mighty fine of you if you just did Locked in the Closet from the top.
make
What's
sure
that?
it's the remix to Ignition.
That was one of those Dave Busters.
Oh,
50 Cent,
They sneak up on
I
you.
saw his post today, and he's trying to laugh through this L, bro. Like, because, he been trolling, bro, harder than anybody. And I think his documentary, it's still going to be lit, but it took a bit of a hit of excitement that will be included in it now that Diddy's punishment is not so severe. Would you agree?
Hmm.
Man, I'm tired of that fool's IG, bro. Like, whoever taught 50 how to use AI, fuck you, bro. Damn.
You didn't like his free Diddy
Thank you.
shirt courtside of AI?
Nah, but just look at it. Nah, that was really him. I'm saying, look at all his posts, bro. It's all the little stupid ass AI figures. It's hella gay.
He didn't
bro.
really wear
Yeah,
that
AI
shirt.
is
at the
already
next
kinda
game,
getting
bro.
burnt out.
Well, I'm just saying, like, his page in general, that shit's hella gay, bro. But he called him the gay John Gotti, right?
Yeah, you still got to
Yeah,
go
he
jab.
that's pretty
boy
funny.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, bro. Like you guys said, is his stuff got exposed. This thing was to like humiliate
Right.
him. Like, I mean, he's rich. He's still rich as fuck. But like, yeah, I got put out there that he likes to get another man's jizz
Yeah.
and put it on his own, get it rubbed on his nipples, bro. Like, what the fuck
What'd
is
you
that?
say the liquor
Like,
company was
yo.
called? He was going after Avion or whatever.
Nah, the company
Yeah,
that
we-
owned
yeah.
it.
So,
the
yeah.
Diageo. No, Diageo. That's who owns the brand. But
And I
Diddy-
think these power
Yeah, 'cause
brokers
Diddy wa-
orchestrated this on him.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Well,
this is what
probably
happens too.
'cause
Like,
if
a lot of people were trying to say, bro, like, my bad, but a lot of people were trying to say, like, this is like why they letting all these white pedophiles like stay free and like they're trying to do this to Diddy, like ostracize him. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, well, the white pedophiles just traveled to. Gonna bleep that. So
Bars.
gotta believe that
Yeah.
one. Well, like if you had to be, if you had to imagine how the power play was going, is like when they were in the conversation, one of them was like, hey, like you can't do this with this brand. And he'd be like, oh yeah, well, I will expose you on my security cameras. And they were like, oh yeah. And then they had already called their lawyer at that
He was
point.
feeling himself.
This
just to
also
show the
happened
power.
well,
Yeah.
like on Weezy said before, it's just he sued them and won. Like that was the whole thing too.
Yeah.
Like he came up fat off his lawsuit against them because he was promoting the shit out of DeLeon and Ciroc. That was, when you thought about that, you thought it was Diddy.
They
shit,
got this.
you
They
know?
got the last
Yeah,
laugh on
could
his
be-
ass.
Could be a level of corporate espionage. Either that or they're
Yeah.
just laughing at his downfall. It could be something as like stupidly
Yeah, but-
simple as like somebody just like let slip is like, by the way,
But
we
no,
might build a case here.
Diddy's got way too comfortable, man. He was doing way too much. Like even when he's doing that love shit, that album, he dropped a video where he's like dancing and like all of a sudden there's a cut scene to him, like a really like second. He's like butt ass naked with like those sensors on stuff. So like who's recording this, right? Like they gotta record you butt ass naked still. So
Low
like,
key, a beautiful album, bro. It just sucks the timing of it, and it was Grammy nominated.
Well-
Shit was insane.
I mean, bro, you can't deny Diddy, bro. He's a musical genius. He's just like, just fucking a horny ass, cutthroat, killer ass dude, bro.
Yeah.
Like he just like he's a real gangster.
just too
gay
rich.
Gangster.
Well, there's people that even debate that he's like a better curator than an actual musician more than anything else.
Well,
That's just what they're saying. I'm not saying it.
for sure.
For sure.
But he's actually like made beats. Like I seen his little producer list on his on Apple.
Yeah.
I had to go back today to check some
It's like,
tracks out.
actually, it would be tight if you did it this way.
you
he
know,
got
what
good
I'm
vision,
saying? But,
definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people, even though he played a lot of his artists, owe their success to
That's
him.
the music industry, though.
He's
That's the
That was the
you know,
standard back
mogul.
then, though, right?
Yeah, especially the '90s. Like, look, like TLC was getting RAV4s. You know what I mean, as their payment for legendary albums.
So I imagine that he's in the other cell block where all the Italians are, and they're like, "Hey, Diddy, could you beatbox Stay Part 1? It's a deep cut, but I feel like you could do it. Again, get close to the bars."
We ain't. But yeah, they had his kids all coming out. Like King Combs, dude, he's annoying, bro. Like, what the hell? He was out there like doing push-ups and shit. And they're like,
he's a tool.
Diddy's coming home. Let the city know. Then he just dropped the album with Kanye. That's
Yeah, I'm
pretty
not
crazy.
listening to that shit.
Yeah,
See, hey, there you go. When Diddy come out, him and Kanye gonna do a dual album together.
Man, I was just gonna say Kanye. Like, I was just gonna say he's probably the next person to have a Diddy type of shit go down in the next like 10, 20
He
years.
held it down for
maybe.
Puff,
May-
and it wasn't
maybe.
popular.
Yeah.
well,
Well-
he did that for dude. He like stepped in and out just for a photo op. He was like there for 5 minutes.
He's
Well,
like,
no, but
"Nah,
he's
man."
actually doing business. He was doing business with him. Like he was selling those Sean John shirts and giving the profits to Diddy's kids and stuff
He's
like
riding
that. He
with
was
him.
actually fucking with him. Yep.
I think he's been to a lot of his
No, yeah,
parties.
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
And they,
Yeah.
and then because then he
Oh,
pulled
yeah.
up to the court. Remember that was the whole thing that they tried to put like, oh, Kanye pulled up with Bianca to the Diddy shit to the.
She's
the
in
trial.
rehab, right? Or like she's in therapy for like.
Is it?
being
Are we
with him?
switching over to checking? What's the?
They're like
Imagine
just
you meet
like
it throughout, right?
yeah, like no, like a facility, like not just regular therapy. You know what I mean? Just
I
like
know,
she's
but-
really in a facility.
She was just at the trial with him like last week, 2 weeks ago.
Bianca
that's what-
Sensori.
You might be right. I don't know what these fools.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not
they're,
up to date
they're
on
having
the shit.
some relationship status problems, and that she was going to potentially
She
leave
wanna
him,
hop in the Rari.
but they've
So
been
you
seen
ready to
together.
die?
So, hey,
Yeah.
the Dave Blunts wrote the whole shit, and they finally interviewed his fat ass.
Getting orange. He's
Hey,
in
man.
the gym.
Hey, don't be ableist, okay?
He's getting he's losing weight. He's exercising.
Yeah, he's Bradley Martin got
Yeah, I
him
guess
trained.
He's gonna be like Big Boy.
Wait, he's trading with Bradley Martin.
Yeah.
What?
Hey, I mean, at least dude was standing, bro. Like, for a while, that fool was like damn near like
He's
bedridden.
doing a lot better now. He looks good. Well, I don't want to
What
say.
the fuck is he gonna do with Bradley Martin?
You ain't say he look good, bro. That fool
can't
still
say
got a
that,
ways
yeah.
to go.
And that
Trying to
gym,
be kind.
that gym must be crazy, bro. You just go there, it's just like hella badass IG
Lip-
models and shit.
Yeah,
It's
like everybody
Oh,
famous in
fuck.
LA trains at that gym.
damn.
What, Equinox?
Nah, he has like
Or
his
some shit like
own
that?
weird.
No,
type of
Bradley
name
Martin.
gym.
It's like
Yeah.
Chris
Yeah.
Brickley's gym for pros, but just hoes and like rich
Yeah,
ass
he's just
people.
going there. It's like It's like,
Yeah.
damn, IG. Trying to see what that be like.
Damn, bro.
Yeah,
Welcome back
man.
to the 5 team, bro. We really been in it's been a minute since it's been all 5 of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you guys gonna get a bonus episode this
Boner.
week. You got the struggle episode last week, and then we
Struggle
got the
episode last week.
the Jackson.
Go ahead and
5 right
digest that whole shit if you're real.
Shout out to the
Yeah.
salamander. He be
I
digesting.
know he already
Working-
finished it.
working-
You know, him and Gago.
Shout out
said
to
that.
the salamander.
Working through the
Shout out to
audio
Gago.
errors,
Gago's.
and the drops. I love that.
There's a lot going on.
There's
We
a
were
lot of
fighting
loading
just
in
building
our
shit,
lives.
bro. You know, I'd be listening to Genji all day or group chat on Wax all day if I was building shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's hard.
it does let the time flow by. Just a bunch of old
Especially when you're
heads being
driving,
like,
dude. It's
giving
perfect, bro. It's like
armchair
having 5 of
opinions.
us in your car with you.
No,
Right.
yeah.
Just-
For
yeah.
work.
You feel- it's like you're
podcasts
driving
are
a
the
van.
best.
Yeah, exactly. And then you have the episode with three people, and then you're like, "Wham, damn! I wish the other 2 were there."
Yeah, the
Yeah,
other
bro.
2 dove out.
I remember
Yeah.
when I first started, like when I was working 12 hours for a little bit, I just put like, I'd be like, damn, I gotta listen to like 3-4 podcasts and the day's over.
Feel me?
That's how I got into them though.
That's how you got the Joe Rogan podcast. Them bitches be like 3-4
No, yeah,
hours.
because this was like in
long.
2016, 2017.
That was peak
so,
podcast
like,
era when they really were the hot
that's
shit
what
to
was-
gravitate to, man.
No videos, like I was
Audio.
actually just listening to
Drink
it
Champs,
on
that was
iTunes,
my
like,
audio podcast.
Drink
thing.
Champs.
Joe Budden was my shit,
Uh,
and then the wrestling ones.
the wrestling ones were great. That was like,
That's like the best
Is
one.
Drink Champs over?
No.
nah,
Oh.
but Revolt is sold, right?
Yes.
Well, I just
yeah.
seen they had like Nori doing some interviews. Did he say it was over?
I don't.
I
know.
don't
I have
listen
no
to it
idea.
anymore.
I haven't seen new episodes.
Yeah, I stopped watching it
You
too.
can. It was way better back then, like 2015 and shit.
Yeah, when they were really getting
And 50
fucked
was
up.
unfiltered on there, and they'd be like, "How many abortions you have? How many abortions you paid for?"
yeah, for real. You're like, what?
He's asking
Damn.
rappers how many they paid for. It was hilarious.
Do you eat ass? Do you eat ass?
Yeah,
crazy.
so much of it has been ruined by like clip farming now, where they'll
Yeah.
just like be controversial and like hunting for the controversial out of context
Yeah.
clip.
No, and then
Just
but then
like-
all the artists kind of like smartened up too. They don't really go there and try to get faded that much anymore. They try to
After
hold back.
Diddy?
Before they was on there again. It was on there getting wasted, bro.
But really,
I think
Daddy,
they
it's
still
my
do it
birthday.
sometimes,
Why don't you
but-
party with me no more, Daddy?
That was one with
shit.
Fabulous and all
Here we
that.
go
That was
again.
hilarious.
That's crazy. But yeah.
Now
I'm
it's
heavy on the
streaming.
Theo Von
Hey.
rotation, so
Hey, if you open your mailbox tomorrow morning and it's an invitation to a party at Diddy's house, are you going?
Where's that?
I'm in there.
I don't know. It sounds like I'm gonna get robbed.
I'm
there's
in
like a
there.
sound effect for
And
that
more.
one.
Well,
And
just
more.
imagine Diddy. Just
mean,
imagine Diddy was out. You know what I'm saying?
Hey yo, what the fuck?
You
I'm
ain't.
in there. I'm in there looking for the freaky sky breeze.
Man,
Hey, that's
yeah,
your
I don't
milk
know.
right
I-
there. Your milk cup of
Diddy
milk.
party got to be
Where-
cracking, bro.
Where
You
the
know it's-
Honestly, no. I'm at that age that if I'm gonna go to that big of a party, it's gonna be like with a network mindset. And if anybody's at that party after he just got out, like nobody's making any moves.
No, but
after
hold
that.
on.
Not
Let's-
for a while.
Let's get some clarification. Is it the Diddy party or is it the freak off?
Yeah, there's tiers to it. Is this tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3?
I'm talking about like tier 1, like you in the backyard with unlimited champagne. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
an
yeah,
ice-
I'm
you got like a
ice
Mike's Hard
song,
Lemonade
you know
or
what I'm saying?
something. Yeah,
That's the
I
one where you
feel it.
could. There you go, where you could rub shoulders. So
Where it's really
Yeah,
it's-
who's
it's
showing?
split.
That's
Who's
the
showing
one
up at the
Drewski
Diddy
was
party
at?
after he
You
gets
go-
out?
that's,
Yeah.
you could fight Chris Brown.
You're like, and it's gonna
Yeah.
be more fun because I feel like people that like don't care are there. You know,
Yeah.
like
so you
it's like if you're
Maybe.
out somewhere and you see some chick and then she like starts smoking a cigarette and you're like, oh yeah,
Hey.
easy work.
You're talking about
Bam.
the tier of the party where, like, you know, there's the fun crowd around the pool and Ashton Kutcher's jumping from swing to swing over the water. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like that type
Yeah,
of shit.
Andy
Shit.
Dick is randomly there trying to light somebody on fire. Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
kind of stuff that
Like
Andy
those random-
Milanakis is at.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Andrew
Frankie,
Tate.
You know?
Andy Milanakis in like Diplo
Frenchie
magically
Montana.
somewhere, like in a
Surface
pool,
level
floating in
shit.
a pool thing. Yeah.
Odell.
Yeah. Lori
Yeah,
Beth
Delbert.
Denberg.
Yeah, we're just going through like our like floating at
Lori
the bottom
Beth is
of
there?
each tier.
Nah, man.
Lori
that
Beth
that
is
definitely
in
ain't
the
no
book.
freak
Lori
offs. I'll tell you. Hell no.
Hey, you
What?
don't know that.
That's the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. What the fuck we
Hey,
at?
she might want to gobble some glizzies, bro.
She was on that
man.
documentary. Like, yeah, they was doing some scandalous shit.
No, she's cool now. Though. I thought she's on Ozempic. So
Hey.
Who is the? Yeah, I mean,
if you know Lori Beth, you know. If you don't know, you don't need to know. All right.
I actually bet that like the again bottom of the barrel, just about to fall off the B
A lot of bottoms
list.
there.
Like celebrity parties are probably way more poppin' than like super top tier
Hell yeah.
A-list. You know, the ones where like they don't really give a shit anymore. There's that they're just enough that they're floating of like visibility and it's fine.
Oh,
They're not too
yeah.
worried about it. That they're like acting out to maybe get, you know, a viral moment, but
Yeah.
they're not like too uptight that they don't want to get the viral moment to like have them dip down in you know, cultural capital. They're like hunting for that moment or something like that. Maybe they're looking to fight Chris Brown with a champagne bottle or something, you know.
Somebody you would see and be like, "You're that, you're dude from
Yeah.
yeah."
Right, yeah.
A lot of
Just
them.
littered with those people.
Gator.
Yeah,
Love Island.
absolutely. Yeah,
Gators at the party.
Gator function.
yeah.
Hey, shout out Gator.
So shit that like Scott
Shouts
Storch
out
is
That's
at.
like
Gator,
C
man.
list.
I'm not laughing
Yeah.
like
C,
that.
D list.
Shouts out
Hey.
Gator, bro.
Hey, he's on.
Paul
I
Wall.
like Gator, man.
Paul
real.
Wall is there, you know.
He's on.
Hey, Paul Wall's
He's-
lit. You know it's Dro in the building if Paul Wall's in there.
Yeah, Paul Wall is
Ice,
there.
man. Ice.
Who's some others that are like sitting right there around there? Paul Wall for sure.
Shout out Paul Wall, man. He's like one of the
Allen
cool ass
Iverson.
white dudes to understand like fob ass accents. That's to him.
Yeah.
I feel like
He's out
Allen
here.
Iverson would fall in there too.
AI. AI, you
Yeah.
know, he might be sitting down.
I literally
feel
dapped
like he's
AI in the
AI.
club like a year and a half ago, bro. He's
Yeah.
really just.
Well, I guess he
I
is
got-
active. Look at that.
I got
That's
I
tier
got a-
one though. That's tier A. That's
I
Yeah, I
got
feel
a
like
banger.
that's dope.
I got a banger for you. Tay Diggs, for sure.
brown
Tay
sugar.
Diggs.
Tay Diggs, for sure.
He's still on
Tay
TV,
Diggs
though.
ain't come to that. He's part of you. He's with white people somewhere.
Yeah.
No, I'm
He's
telling
where
you,
the white
this
women
is
are at.
everybody. This is
Yeah,
everybody.
like-
Nah, he
Yeah.
Shouts
he
out
messed
Tay
with like
Diggs.
Omarion's baby mama. That
For
cat.
real? Well,
Yeah,
okay.
shouts out Javi Mack. He just did a movie with Tay Diggs.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's what's up.
shout outs
Big
to
legendary,
black dudes
bro.
with hot Asian
The guy
wives.
that played
Hey,
Steve
the-
Urkel is that.
Yeah,
Jaleel
there you
White?
go.
Is
Hey,
that
that's
the
sick.
function?
Hell yeah.
Jaleel
He's a-
White
he's a
for
legend.
sure. Yeah.
No, wasn't
Jaleel White.
Eddie Winslow was messing with Sydney Star?
He was at the Diddy party. Or Carl Winslow. Yeah, he was at the Diddy party.
No, not Carl.
Yeah.
Carl was not.
That's
No
what, that
way,
was the
really?
rumor. Remember, I think we were shuffling
Oh,
the meme
shit.
amongst this group, bro. Like he was in there getting, you know.
Somebody
Officer
said he was
Winslow out
getting
there just with the oil.
blasted.
No, yeah, because when they asked him, he was like, I don't know, no fucking Diddy party or some shit. Yeah, I remember that. That was the dad,
It was
right?
just a rumor.
He was he's a homosexual, which is awesome, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, so he was
By the
there
way,
with Uncle.
openly.
They were saying it was him and Uncle Phil there.
Whoa,
Bruh.
that's
Man.
crazy. Nah, nah.
David's like, yo, he'll leave Uncle Phil out of this. bro.
R.I.P. Uncle Phil.
Hey, shout out to Uncle Phil.
Yeah, for real.
R.I.P.
Then you get like
Right.
the one random like A-lister who's there, like Michael Cera.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh, I
and
didn't
he's just-
realize that this was going to be a Diddy party.
I didn't. Yeah. No, I'll just. Or he's like wild, like he was in. And this is the end.
Man, you just wild
Man, those
animal.
movies were dope, bro. Too bad fucking they cut off just James Franco.
Yeah, they were on a run,
Yeah, the
bro.
classics.
Yeah, man.
We had
for real. It was fun.
Super
started with
Bad,
40-Year-Old
my favorite.
Virgin, right?
Yeah, I did. Knocked Up and 40-Year-Old Virgin, right? Both of those were like early, I feel like. 40-Year-Old Virgin first.
That, the Sarah
Yeah,
Judd
Marshall.
Apatow
Apatow
for-
movies.
Zach and Mary make a
Forgetting
porno.
Sarah Marshall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Zack and
whole
Mary,
run was
that's a
That
incredible.
was
sleeper.
just hella
That shit
funny.
was funny as
That's a
hell.
sleeper, for sure.
And then the cartoon.
Yeah.
that
It
shit
all
was
kind of got kicked
Pineapple
off with, like-
Express.
yeah.
Classic.
I
Yeah,
just
that's a
watched
classic.
Grandma's Boy not that long ago.
Grandma's
Who?
Boy is so dope. That's such a good
Grandma's
sleeper.
Boy is a
Whole
hit.
era.
All Super Bad is like the
Zooted
one that
movies.
really created the avalanche.
Superbad
and
is
all
my
those.
favorite of all movie of all
Yeah,
time.
that's where Davey fell in love with
of
dick
any
jokes.
movie, like any genre.
Oh,
Bro,
dick
these kids are
joke.
just talking how they should be talking. It's dope.
Because he was, gotta
Yeah.
remember, he was in high school when this shit came out, so he was
Yeah.
probably just
He's
like
ready to
involved,
revel.
like-
No, it was the only movie, I think the first movie in my life where I actually laughed out loud in the theaters.
Yeah, because remember in high school
What?
too, we make it a thing to go like on a Friday night with a crew, like, hey, let's all
You
go to
just-
the movies and shit.
Yeah.
like
Every
10
movie
people.
up until
Yeah.
that point, you were
Right.
just stone cold.
I got snuck in.
No, I was like, I would smile or I'd be like, chuckle, but
No,
I
we were
actually was
doing that
like
shit.
crying in the theater.
Bro, I was only.
I mean,
like,
everybody
I was
was.
only like
Everybody was.
11 or 12 when my brother and his friends snuck me into the theater for American Pie, and that shit was fucking hard. When
Yeah,
you're
you
that
got to
young,
see. That's
a
in
good
a
movie.
theater like that.
Oh yeah.
But more
Oh
horny.
yeah,
He was like 12 at American Pie. Well, I don't. People
That's
don't
just
even care
lit.
these
Yeah,
days.
same.
Kids be in every movie now.
yeah. Nowadays,
Yeah, exactly.
we got
Now
our
they don't check
homeboys
shit.
whispering "nigga" in their kids' ear. Like I won't even. Yeah. Anyways,
Bruh, ew.
Shout outs Nadia though. Hey,
Hey,
from American Pie.
Blue
it
gonna
was
catch
kids
that
in
one.
the
Like, oh
Terrifier
shit.
For
She was
real.
fine.
Shout out Blue.
Nadia was bad.
What was her name?
I
Elizabeth.
was
What?
about to.
Elizabeth. Fuck, what was her name? Not Hurley.
Not
Hurley's
Hurley.
a British lady.
Yeah,
Loved her as a
She
kid
was
too.
bad, though. She was bad as fuck too, and those are like Jane, Silent Bob.
James Bond
Yeah.
chick too.
No, she wasn't James Bond.
Yeah, she was.
It's the one from Scary Movie. No, we're talking about the white girl from Scary Movie. And what else?
The first one.
We're talking about Nadia from American Pie.
Yeah. Remember, she was in the first
Shannon
Scary
Elizabeth?
Movie. There
Shannon
you go.
Elizabeth,
man.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Shannon Elizabeth.
There we
was
go.
Formative.
She was bad.
Without a
Bonus
doubt.
horny points for Demo.
Right. He was in the chamber with that one.
Black Panda
off
was
the
some
off the
baddies,
hip.
bro. And the thing is, in that movie, she like showed like her like a little bit of like hair on her coochie. It was like that was like unbreaking, like, you know what I'm saying? That's why like movies back then. It's like, oh shit.
Hey, you never
Especially if you're like 12. If you're in there like 12 watching.
Oh,
that
hell
shit,
yeah.
Bro, that movie changed my life. I, ain't
I
gonna
was
lie.
getting boners off that shit. Real talk, Nadia changed my life.
We didn't
in
have
the
just
movie.
the internet. We were the last generation of like, you know what I'm saying? You're trying
Yeah.
to pause this
Generation
VHS
G,
thing,
bro.
you know
Exactly.
what I'm saying?
Damn. Yep. See, that's some horn dog shit.
Yeah,
You're
that's the one
pausing it
where
at
you-
that scene and like sneaking one in.
They'll
Instead of
never-
sneaking one in.
They'll never know the
no.
patience of like downloading something on LimeWire and just like sitting there, and just waiting.
Yeah. The most,
Having
it's
to
the most
wait.
epic
Wait, hoping-
crank out
ho-
session.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hoping
Your
you don't have to
computer
hear
at
that
risk.
garage door opening. You're like, oh fuck! It's like,
You just-
turn everything off.
Fried a family computer for a fake naked picture of Paula Abdul.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yes. There.
Bruh.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, movie
Relax.
movie
Oh my
fucking
God.
scenes had a lot more meaning to them in those days.
You
Hey,
feel
I
me?
don't know if you
Ball.
know, but that's super box on all the live channels. There's a channel that just 24/7 plays American Pie movies straight up.
Hey,
just
that's
straight
all
there.
We
right.
got
Yeah,
hella
like,
of
so,
those
like,
channels.
Come
Road
on.
trip.
Oh, I actually
all
saw
those.
that channel, bro. You ain't lying.
That's how I know, bro. I be watching it.
You just throw that
Just
on.
watching American
Just
Pie
like you're
over
just
and
like
This Debo really
All
be
you like
to be,
bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
watching the dumbest shit.
on
I'm
the
trying
channel,
to
bro.
ri-
You
I'm
can't
try-
even pause it. You just
I
gotta
need to write.
catch it
I
later
swear I
after
need-
7 other movies play. You're gonna watch it again.
It is. It's just like a playlist of those old punk pop songs. I had one of those come on the radio the other day, and I was just like, I was like, man, I got to just sit down and write out one of those, early 2000s comedies like that, because they were just so good. They were so straightforward, but man, they had some
Nah,
charm
yeah.
to them.
Them shit's classics, bro.
Yeah, and they weren't
They
as,
don't
like,
make movies like
creepy.
that no more.
Well, yeah, because it's like the phase of comedy. Like now, like cringe and awkward comedy and like absurdism is, or like you make a horror movie and that's the comedy. That's more the move now.
What's like the last like good funny movie? Think about it.
Like true comedy that I've seen, man, in recent memory. I'm actually having a hard time thinking
What,
of it.
you're gonna say The Machine?
Fuck no.
What?
Oh my
What
god!
was that movie? What was that movie you guys liked? The one with Jonah Hill and Lauren.
Oh yes,
My
I
God,
like
with
that
Eddie
one.
I'm just
That
doing
you
that
guys
to
didn't
troll.
I did
like.
not like that.
I'm just
Bro,
doing
movie.
that to troll.
that was one of the worst movies that I
Yes.
ever saw in my whole
Bro.
life. I turned it off.
It was
I don't even know how
Are
it
you talking
ends,
about
and I don't
the-
do
the-
that. I watch trash, and I was
They
like,
I love
kissed.
that movie.
They
Get off.
CGI kissed.
Yeah,
That's what
no,
happened.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah,
that shit
that
made me
one.
laugh multiple times.
Yeah, the one where they were giving like the American Jewish
They're giving
history
that
lesson at the opening of it. and I was
interracial
like,
lifestyle
turn
advice.
that off. No shade, but come
I
on.
can't. I don't know.
Uh,
I really don't.
It was right after
Yeah.
Nipsey passed too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And they were like,
it
Lauren.
was like a couple of years later or something like that.
It was the
Or
first
whatever.
thing she came out with in a long
Yeah.
time since his death. And it was just like Lauren Jonah.
She's like, on the dead homies, I ain't doing it.
"Oh God!"
yeah, I can't. I mean, but yeah, I'm having a hard time. I mean, the blackening is like in recent memory one of the funnier things that I've saw
Blackening
recently.
was all right.
Yeah.
I like that one. I saw that.
And that was
theater.
good horror
Let's see what
comedy,
else.
and that was it was like legitimately funny. Like they were trying to be funny rather than it being like an offhanded line in a Marvel movie. Like he's right behind me, isn't he? Like that doesn't count to me.
Yeah, I don't know. Recent memory of a good comedy movie, man.
Mm-hmm. It's tough,
Nicky
right? Kind of
Stadicki.
wild.
That was
Shit
funny.
got spooky
There
in
you go.
Hollywood,
Okay.
and people really toned it down.
Yeah, they've had to slip in comedy, like a
Hopefully,
straightforward comedy.
the Scary Movie 6, the Wayne's brother can jolt some shit, more shit back.
Oh,
into
actually,
life
I
into it.
do have one, and it's not even a comedy. I just watched it through the lens of a comedy because of the bad time I was having watching it, bro. That new Tyler Perry movie on Netflix. What's it called?
Oh, bro, yeah.
That movie was not even. You just watched it as a comedy.
I had to.
You was
So
laughing.
yeah, what's it called, bro?
I don't know. It's like phone call or some shit.
No.
I
It's,
don't
it's
even
called
know.
Straw.
Straw. You're thinking of the show
Straw.
with
Oh,
that
'cause it's
E.
the
Jones's
last
cousin.
straw.
He said phone call.
He's thinking of that show E. Jones' cousin guy, but yeah, man, like it was just I told y'all I hate his movies because not even that they're bad movies, they're typically like well written good movies, but like the way he just portrays black people, I can't stand it, bro. I can't stand it. It is so over exaggerated, and it's always not in like lights you prefer to see us in, like just stereotypical lights. Like that screenshot I sent you with the dude, he's like, "Your ass is fired." I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah.
It
There was
feels
a
like
lot going
it's-
on
it-
in that movie.
It feels like it's pandering to like white people who don't have any kind of understanding
Absolutely.
of the culture, but it like confirms like a bias so that they feel like that.
No,
they're
you're
part
100%
of
right.
the
And that's why it has
culture.
the financial backing
Yeah.
it does. He's,
Yeah, it's like
out here.
They're like, no, I've definitely seen the
medicine.
Yeah, I've seen it. Dude, I'm with the culture. I've seen Medea.
The play, bro. I watched the
Yeah.
play.
And
That's
I don't even
crazy.
watch Medea. And I love how like certain white people, I can tell when they're trying because they'll come up to me like, that one like Medea, like crack, like they know I've seen it. And I'm like, I
yeah.
haven't seen that. What?
Hey,
Yeah,
Wait, you haven't
they
seen
drop-
Medea?
hey, no
Dropping
white
lines.
person
I never
stopped
would
watching
ever
it.
come
I never
talk to me
watched-
about Medea.
I've never watched the full movie of any of
It's
Medea.
not funny to me, bro. And I'm like, you know what?
Is
Fuck
it-
this shit.
So
I
which
just
one
didn't
came
like-
first, Miss Doubtfire or Medea?
Miss
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Okay, so he basically from a non-biased lens, I'm thinking, is it just a black version of Miss
Nah,
Doubtfire?
because Big
or-
Mama's house
Nah.
Big Mama's house came before Medea, and it was fine.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Okay, there
It's
you go.
solid.
So it's Big Mama House. Is
No,
it Big
it
Mama
was-
House, or is
so
that just a genre of its own,
Medea,
like just
Medea's just she's the
cross-dressing
grandma.
comedy?
Yeah.
The grandma
That was
is
big
just
back then.
crazy. It's not a dude dressed as a woman. Medea is a
But
woman.
it is.
But Medea is a
Okay.
woman dressed
Yes, I get you.
as just the grandma.
Like she's an
And she-
actual woman in the
she's too hyped.
storyline.
Don't make me get my
Yeah,
strap.
she's
It wasn't
hypey.
it played
She be
by
having-
him?
She be having a gun.
Yeah.
She be
Yeah.
she be pulling a gun on people all the time, going crazy, hella hypey, hella ratchet.
I've seen two
Right.
Medeas, so I mean,
Yeah. So
I
you know.
yeah,
You
in
know
the
it's a-
eaters.
You're down.
It's just a caricature of a grandmama.
movies, that's
Yeah,
what I
like
know.
you got a
original,
styrofoam
not the
plate
new ones.
while watching that movie. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, I can envision the plate though. It's like mac and cheese with the crust on top, but it's like a square brick you cut out of
Yeah.
a little
Yeah,
baked
you
beans.
got
He's
cut
talking
into
about
like
that
cake.
real mac with the beans coming off at the
Little
edge of the
baked
plate.
beans or something. Yeah.
Oh
Little
my
greens.
gosh!
Well, 'cause
I
like-
saw the beans. I saw the beans myself.
The thing that was different, what was different about Medea too, is like she didn't take like no shit. She was just going crazy because she was like a big. She was like a linebacker. You feel me? You look at her. That's why I didn't like it. I'm like, yo, this is.
She wasn't
she was
bad.
just ready
She
to
was like,
ready
she
to
wasn't.
pop off.
I like
all
my
the
grandma's
time.
hot as fuck, bro.
Trying
Nah,
to
not
guilt that
even.
thing.
I fucked with Big Mama's house. You know what I mean? That shit was dope.
Yeah, that was funny.
Hey, so
No,
I
it's on
did.
two. was
the first
whack,
time I
but
saw
I'm-
Terrence Howard.
I do remember most recently the comedy that I did think was actually is one of them days with SZA in it. Maybe I'm
Oh,
a
I
little
still ain't
biased
seen
because
that
SZA
yet.
was
The
in
one
it.
with Aquila?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What?
Kiki Palmer.
Oh,
Kiki
sorry.
Palmer, yeah, Kiki
the
Palmer.
one with Kiki
I
Palmer.
was like, I can't, like, no, but yeah, with SZA and Kiki Palmer, it was actually like legitimately funny. It was like almost like a callback to like Friday style movies.
One of
And
those
In a
then,
way,
days.
yeah, it was goofy.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it was goofy, but it was still like Kiki Palmer and both SZA like had good chemistry and they were like legitimately funny in a lot of stuff, and it didn't lean too much in it.
Oh, SZA was in it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I told you, full bias. Like it's
He
not.
said that a few
you know.
times. Nah, but that's what I heard as well. I've heard that about that movie that it was cool.
It's funny. It's well written.
It's
funny.
also getting this. I think it's getting a sequel also.
It's good,
Good.
reviews. People
I'll
like
watch
it.
that. It's
still
weird. I
like
even
it.
like looked
Another
up on
one of those
Metacritic
days.
what counts as comedy, and they put like a Nora up it. Like that's definitely not a comedy.
Bro, they had
But,
dude's pipe hanging out
Friendship-
of his drawers in that movie.
No, hey,
No.
Nora.
Yeah, but
Wait, that's a movie, right?
Friendship is pretty funny too, but like you got to be a certain mindset to think that's funny. Like you got to be ready for the cringe.
Or
to-
a lot of, especially white people, they love Juno.
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 Oh, Juno.
I've
Oh
never
my
seen
God.
it.
That was
You know what?
award winning, right?
Yeah,
I was
never
I was
seen
in
that shit
high
either.
school and I went with a girl to watch that movie Juno, and I kept waiting for it to get funny. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah,
had,
I didn't
like,
understand.
Bruh, Michael Cera was in it, and I kept waiting for it to get funny, and it never did. And I remember
She's a-
walking out and being like, "What just happened?"
Yeah, that's a type.
She's a
That's a
dude now
type.
too, right? The
Yeah.
girl from that movie.
Elliot.
Elliot.
That's
yeah,
right.
Elliot Page.
that's definitely it's like depressed. It's like depressed high schooler comedy or something like that, where like the punchline is like we're very sad.
Yeah,
but
that shit
we're
got
we're
like
getting through it. You know,
that
like
shit was getting
kinda-
like Davy Jones. It was like getting raised.
I thought it was gonna be like super bad. I was madly disappointed.
That was so
Yeah.
bad. It was
Yeah.
so not bad.
you were expecting
That one
Jonah
hurt.
Hill to come out of the bushes and be like, "Oh, what'd you come in a pussy, dude?" Like you were really, you were waiting for the line drops, huh?
Hell yeah.
Then the dad got creepy.
hella
I was
funny.
like, "Yo, what is going on?"
What are you, a fucking idiot, dude? That's what happens when you come in a pussy. It makes you human. Fuck, dude. Now we gotta go to the liquor store and get her an abortion.
First, I'm gonna draw dicks all day.
Yeah. Hold out her pregnant stomach. I'm gonna big old long dick on her pregnant stomach. That's what people went into
Hey,
Juno
yo.
expecting.
Hey
Yeah.
yo, hey yo.
Well, man, what are y'all watching now on the note of media, like shows, movies, music, games, books?
Well, new shit. I just watched that Ironheart off the rip. You
What'd
know
you
How many
what I'm
think?
episodes
saying?
are you?
I
You watched
check
all of
it.
them?
Yeah, I watched all of them. It's 6 episodes. I watched like 2 on my flight, and then I got into it from there. I was like, okay, and then I watched it when I came back. But a lot of people were discouraged by it at first because it had got a low rating. People were trying to hate on it. And the first couple episodes kind of whatever, kind of mid, but I was, pushing through, and then that shit got hella better, significantly better. The ending was
Like
crazy. I won't
WandaVision.
spoil it for y'all. You know what I mean? Well, WandaVision, that shit
I'm 3
was rough.
episodes deep in that. I gave it a shot.
No, yeah, it gets better
Oh,
after the
yeah.
third, bro.
And-
Like the third one is like the end of the third is when it finally like kicks off. Like okay,
And then so you
And
saw
like,
how
so when
it
you get to the
ties
ending,
into
you got a twist.
Avengers. Then that's what they're saying. It ties.
Yeah.
nah, but it really doesn't though.
Well, it will. I guess it's gonna lead to something in Avengers. You don't see it now, but they'll bring her in.
But yeah, maybe the villains, yeah, most likely.
She's
But
just the new Iron Man.
I just
Yeah.
heard that shit was woke, so I said, fuck
Yeah,
that.
that's what Gago said.
Well, nah, he ended up
Changed
fucking
his
with it
tone
too.
on
He was
it,
trying
though.
to hate at
Everybody
first.
changed their tone
Nah,
on it,
yeah,
including Rotten Tomatoes. I sent y'all that goofy ass graphic where they changed their score on it to something way higher now that they got the full
yeah.
dose.
That's what I was getting. That's what I was getting to as well. Like they ended up switching the score because a lot of people really let that shit dictate like what they gonna see. If they see a bad rating, they're like, oh, I'm not gonna watch it. But it's like I used to do that too sometimes. But it's like, yo, if I've been wanting to watch it and check it out, if I'm a fan of like what that product is, you gotta watch it for yourself, bro.
Oh hell nah! First they did the Little Mermaid, now Iron Man is a black
I
woman.
see it on TV. They turn
Yeah.
Iron Man into a
We
black
talked
girl.
about this though,
Goddamn.
like on our show in the past.
Yeah.
I heard an old episode where we were like, "It's tough to trust critics now because all these people. There's so many more distractions, phones, people that don't pay attention to the full movie now. Like, you don't got Siskel and Ebert or
Right,
the
yeah.
man
Hell
jumping
yeah.
out the chair to really rely on some shit like we did in the past. Because I thought those were pretty on point back in the day.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, the thumbs up, thumb down. Where's our boys that do the thumbs up? Man, cancer got those two. Fuck.
And
You know,
everybody
fuck
has
cancer.
like an even playing field with these people ratings now. That's not
Right.
back in the day. Siskel and Ebert, they're film critics and they're giving this patented 3 thumbs up rather than some
thespian
dude
dudes.
who's like it was cool, and then them dudes started kissing, so I'm giving this 2 out of 10.
Facts.
I didn't like how those two dudes kissing made me feel, so I didn't like the movie.
That's a demo
yeah,
review.
that is.
It's like Eternals. Ugh.
well,
Man,
well,
sometimes it is like just.
It was Paperboy though,
well,
bro. Come
well,
on.
if it's bad writing, it's bad writing. What'd you say?
He said it was Paperboy.
It was Paperboy.
Yeah.
He's forever Paperboy.
Well, if it's
like,
bad
bro.
writing, it's bad writing. I mean,
My
if
dude.
the scene, if
But
the
he's
makeout
gay in real
scene,
life, right?
what's up?
Oh, is he gay in real life?
I
No,
don't know. I
but
don't
he
know about
asks,
his-
he
anything
acts
about his
pretty
personal
zesty
life.
in
Are you-
interviews.
What was you
He
saying,
did have an
Soju?
ascot on when I saw him in the interview. I
Is
don't
he
know
British?
what that means, but
Well,
I don't know. I don't think so.
no, he's not. He's
Maybe
he's
he
Ameri-
is.
He's American. He's American.
So he's cool.
But yeah,
Okay.
it's the writing.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I'll check it out eventually. I guess. I don't know. I'm superhero fatigued out a little bit.
yeah, you been kind of not fucking with it. I've still been on it. And it was for not. Like I said, the ending was dope. I was surprised that they went that way. So that's why I like.
Hey, if it's got a rewarding ending, I might have to check it out then. Just
No,
to
it was
see.
different. It was different. It was like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing that's going down. I finished up Andor was sick. That
hey, that's just been
fucking-
getting hella love. I didn't
that
watch
show
it,
that
so.
show's dope as
They
hell.
picked back up because whatever last Star Wars season didn't really sound like people were hyped.
The Acolyte. I
Yeah,
watched
people
that one.
hated on the Acolyte.
Well, Acolyte wasn't as good. Andor is like grounded and good and like well thought out. Tony Gilroy is one of the best writers anywhere, and he wrote that. Acolyte seemed like it was trying to. It just was trying to add too
Woke
much.
Wars?
Not really like woke
Well,
wars.
kind of,
It
because
wasn't
it had
even
hella
that.
women
It did, but it made sense in
uh,
the grand scheme of things. Like
and an
that-
Asian Jedi too.
that was fine. I mean, but more than that, they were like, that was fine. Yeah, it had my permission. That was good.
All right.
I can
I
handle the
approve.
one Asian. But yeah, the writing was fine. That one, I don't know. If people were complaining about woke with Acolyte, I didn't really see it. More than anything, it was just kind
So
of
that's like the new thing
clunky
now, where
writing.
people say, "Oh, it's too woke" or "It's woke."
I don't know. I feel like
I mean,
that's like
there's
what
a lot of
people
people
beef.
have been saying too woke.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's like kind of dry at this point. Like, what is it even now for people to say it's woke?
The word
At
has
this point.
morphed. It's not
Yeah,
woke.
it's like it doesn't
It
really.
really
If
was
it's
meant to be.
diverse at all,
Is it-
woke just means
Is
diversity.
it aura? Is it-
Yeah. Well, now it's so advanced that it's like, well, the hero stopped and fed a starving child, so that's a little too fucking woke for me. It's like, well, okay, where are we headed with this now?
That's what I mean. Like, it was like people say for them, like, "Yo, it's not even that much crazy shit in it." Like, even
Yeah.
for this Miss Marvel, I mean, not Miss Marvel, but for Ironheart, it's like I don't feel like it's woke at all.
hmm
I mean, I guess people
Snow
just say
White
like she's
is
black,
like Mexican,
but,
bro.
Yeah.
It's too woke.
See, that's the
Too
thing.
woke.
They're putting it
Yeah.
just because it's like a different race.
Yes, exactly. Anything that's minority based is just gonna be woke.
My whole thing, my only gripe on this Ironheart was she was always complaining.
Yeah, that can always take
See?
you out of
Well-
it too. Is if you got a whiner for a lead.
She's too woke.
Yeah, always complaining. So woke.
Nah, I see. I guess that's what it could go under anything now, which is crazy.
Yeah, they're
It
like
just means like anything that's progressive, anything that's beyond what they want.
just
Anything we
past
don't
a
like.
little bit past the status quo.
Anything
like,
that's
yeah.
not past history.
Anything that's remotely a little bit better for somebody, they're like, "Hey, wheel that back."
For anyone else, like, yo,
Have
hey,
y'all,
chill out, man. Hey, we're trying to
have
stay
y'all-
dark over here, bro. Like you're being
See-
woke.
Speaking of dark,
Gas prices being lower. Fucking woke, dude.
That's woke, bro.
have y'all grinded out any of the Squid Games?
No,
Nah, hearing
that's
bad
just-
things, but
Yep, last
I'm
one.
actually not a fan.
Squid
Hey,
Game
I've seen the
season
first
3.
season, though.
that. No, did he freeze?
Well, it's okay. It doesn't matter. Season 3.
Well,
Yeah, season 3, the final one.
yeah,
I heard that it went off mission. Is that it betrayed itself from the
I mean,
first
Loki
season.
went off mission in the second season, right? It was like,
Yeah.
what the
Yeah.
fuck? So it's
That was
basically
good.
it's a fumble off that. I mean, it's a really basically right under with everything that's going on after season 2. Nothing crazy. I seen the first 2-3 episodes. Like, I mean, it is what it is with Squid Games, but it's just not hitting the same.
Well, because the whole entire thing was like a critique of the rat race, and then
Yeah.
they went and like zoomed out and like actually everything is trash. Like it's like no, it's very specific what it's criticizing. You can still stick with that and make that the art, but
And then,
yeah,
they got too many stories going on within different characters that they don't like follow up on enough. It's like, oh shit, you like completely forget that something was going on here. Like, oh, I forgot about these fools.
Hey, you
I
know
didn't
what?
Watch it.
To tell you the truth, man, I was trying to watch it. I remember what happened. I started the second season and I realized
just
that
blanked.
completely no racial. I was having a hard time telling which Korean people were which
Telling them
Korean
apart.
people.
no, oh god.
Hey,
Like
me too, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not lying, bro. Like I'm telling you the truth.
I'm not
bruh.
gonna lie.
Second
That's why I had
season
to watch
started
a
off
I don't
recap.
hard,
even know
though.
what's going
He's
on.
like, is this Jingsu Jing or Jung
That's why, bro. I had to watch a detailed
Oh,
recap
man, that's Bong
'cause I felt
Seok-Hoo.
the same way.
You got to
Oh,
put
yeah,
the
look like-
captions on so it has the subtitles of who's talking right now.
I just put that shit with the fucked up English now.
The ones that are like, you have to get out of this room.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Hey, the
that shit
crazy
with the-
part
It's
is
a
like
woman.
if you switch it over to the other
I
language,
fucked your bitch.
the voice sounds the same. It's a different language, but the voice is always like so spot on.
Really?
Yeah, like check it out next time. You'll be like, man, look, where they find this deep voice Korean dude that sounds the same. You know?
AI,
That's what makes
bro.
it
now.
believable.
Yeah. Are they AI?
Well, I guess he's probably the
Probably.
real dude. They probably had to find a
Fuck
deep voice
AI.
English dude. to-
Yeah. The Korean is the actual original voice.
Yeah.
Of the
They're
Yeah.
changing it now that like they actually scan people's faces and then it can change their mouth to also word the correct language as well.
Yeah,
it's
they've been
hard.
doing that since video games, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But like real life, I get it. That's
I understand how that
Swansea
could be
dubbing.
more technical.
Relax.
A
It's
little more
mixed
advanced, but
economics.
same sentiment. Yeah. But yeah, I mean it's that, and then like getting any kind of Steam summer sale is on. There's a lot of waste your time ass video games available for anybody.
Yeah.
So
Now, if
Yeah.
you want to waste your time,
I don't have a
This is
game right
perfect
now.
time
I've been
for it.
playing Red Dead.
Hey,
Like,
you
you're
didn't
back
check
on
out
it?
Expedition 33?
Yeah, well, they just put some new levels in Red Dead, like some sort of like zombies and like monsters and ghouls or something like that. I just
Oh,
seen
that's
it
always
on
fun.
there. It's like a new update.
Did you check out Expedition 33?
ghoul-headed bitch. That's
Yeah, I actually did. You recommended checking out Claire Obscure Expedition 33. And
Yeah,
I
what'd you
ran
think?
around for a little bit and then I got in a fight and I realized that this is a real RPG.
Yeah,
and
turn based.
I immediately turned it off. I didn't even fight twice. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. No,
You know.
it's all good. I didn't finish it either. But
I
I
was
loved
like,
the
what is this,
story, so I watched it
Pokemon,
on
bro?
YouTube, and it was really worth
But you
it.
just watch the gameplay. Oh, I imagine too much progression doesn't happen during fights.
No,
Is there a
dude,
size?
I watched like a literal movie cut of it where it got rid of all the fights because I just don't have time to go through combat like that.
That's real.
Nah, I just
I
I
just
couldn't
check
sit
out the
there and.
story, but no, the
But
game.
the
I
story
couldn't do
is
it.
actually literally incredible. It's awesome.
What game is that?
Player
it's called
Obscure
yeah.
Expedition 33.
What's that game that people are playing right now? It's like hella graphics that look hella crazy. Death Stranding 2.
That's Stranding
Oh, man.
too. No,
Death
I haven't seen
Stranding.
that.
So yeah, I played the first one. What you do, you're just like a courier, and you're just
Hey,
taking
you
stuff to
motherfucking
other
bench
places,
it.
walking it around.
Send it to you in
So-
the group text so you can see.
Yeah.
Death Stranding.
The Death
You're
Stranding.
stranded, and it's
First
death.
Stranding 2.
But yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've seen that. This is the one that like Hideo Kojima made.
Video. Hey.
Man, there's about to be
Yeah.
a bunch of stuff coming out soon, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, movies wise.
I need some more
too.
Ghost of Tsushima.
We just need GTA, man.
Yeah, that
That's
GTA
coming
6,
out.
dude. Let me
Not till-
disappear into that.
Not till May, brother.
I'll hold your breath.
I know.
right,
December
well-
was too good to be true. Allegedly May is official, bro. So we'll see.
Yeah.
What are you doing in this game? Putting out fires?
No, bro, you just walking and it looks sick.
You just gotta eat
Yeah,
fruit.
right. It looks
just-
sick. You're
You
walking.
gotta eat
You
fruit
walk
Yeah.
and
around
play.
carrying stuff. You're just trying to make deliveries. So you're
What
just
the
trying to
fuck?
carry stuff and balance,
For real?
like
For real?
across
What the
difficult terrains and stuff like that.
That
For
might be a
real?
game that I also watch on YouTube if I want to get the story for
That's
sure.
crazy.
Bro, like it's literally you're just walking, carrying boxes, trying to balance and don't drop the boxes.
Glorified PC
that's
game. Or
trash.
like,
I played it for like 3 or 4 hours and I never even got a gun yet. I've been walking across the world, bruh.
When you
crazy.
get a gun,
I can't even
Probably-
think you got a
probably
gun
lit.
and boxes, bruh. Like, you know,
so you
It's
don't
the whole
fight
game.
nobody or nothing.
I'm sure you probably do, but like at the same time, like
It's
I never
trash.
got that far, you know?
it's a
Takes-
citizen.
It takes a lot. I played some whack stuff, but sometimes
Nemo
stuff
be
is just
playing
too
like
You be
the
playing
simulator
and watching the
games,
wackest shit.
bro. All the simulator games you can think of, he's probably played.
You gonna get that Titanic one?
What's Titanic?
They're making a
Literally
Titanic.
just the
simulator
Titanic. You're
game, like,
sinking and you need to
when
survive.
when it sinks, you're like trying to survive,
What?
That's
That
kinda
goes.
funny.
That actually might go crazy.
and they just slapping Celine
way.
Dion the whole
Can
time.
you make it?
Because we know the story.
You can
Nah,
Yeah,
you turn into
yeah,
that.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
You turn into that
It didn't
dude.
work out.
Nah, the ending is you turn into that dude that bangs off the side of the fucking propeller.
Nah. Or,
You turn
or-
into
I was
the-
thinking about that. Like when you
the
die,
brute.
they probably show that. Like they
You're
got
just like
a lot of.
You turn into
Yeah.
you turn into the band. You're
Bro,
the
I
band.
laughed at that as a kid in the
Dude,
theater.
everybody fucking laughed at that poor bastard, dude.
That shit was crazy
if
though.
if you beat the game, you turn into that dude at the end that gets into the boat. Women and children only, and he's
Yeah,
just
the-
like the guilty ass dude that sits down.
The guy who wears the hood.
Got a child, or you'll be that guy.
You got out.
Right.
Turn into that's crazy though. Titanic double VHSs. That was
Man. Well, hey, we got to get to it. We got to talk about the new great pound for pound fighter, right?
No, you gotta mention Red Panda. Shout outs to Red Panda real quick.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
know,
what's
you
that?
know.
Man.
She broke her arm. She might retire off
Oh,
this
yeah,
shit,
yeah.
man.
I would.
For those I've
Yeah.
been following, I mean, she's been at many different sporting events, mainly basketball events.
Yeah.
But she's been a legend, you know. A lot of Warriors games she's been at, and now she's in her 50s, and she's been doing this since what? She was in her 20s.
A little heavier too, right?
We don't need to
Well,
see
yeah, she's
Red
50
Panda
something.
fall. Damn.
Yeah, we
That's-
do. We
that's
do.
why.
You gotta see it, and she just shit. She actually broke her wrist. So this was during the WNBA Commissioner's Cup Championship game.
Man.
Yeah, Lynx against Fever. Caitlin Clark did not play.
Cameraman spared her though.
Yeah, but yeah, man, everyone's wishing her
TMZ is
good wishes.
Hey, luckily she only like
Hopefully,
sucks she broke her wrist, but luckily it was just that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw her at so many Asian heritage games with the Warriors, man. Like
So many. I seen Red Panda so many times, bro.
Yeah,
Damn,
legend,
bro,
for sure.
this is the end of an era.
Father,
bro.
father time catches up to everyone, man.
Well, you can't be doing that shit in your 50s, though.
She's
you
fell
don't want
before.
that
They said one
happening.
other time.
Yeah,
No,
now
yeah,
she
nah.
That
broke
looked
her
like a
nose.
nasty one. That looked like
Tell
a
you
nasty
what, if
fall.
anything ever happened to Scooby, I don't know what I would do. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen the little Scooby? Y'all be watching League Pass? That little dog, he be dunking the basketballs.
Oh, I thought
Because there's
multiple
no
dogs were
commercials
dunking
on League Pass. They show the
You
halftime
just
shows.
gotta- hell yeah.
You're watching like the grandmas from
Hell
the
yeah.
Cleveland Community Center
Nah, that's
dancing
what
for
we
no
lit.
That's
reason.
dope.
That'd be lit, though. That's
Yeah.
what's dope about League Pass.
Hell
That's the
yeah.
dopest on Leaf Pack.
Shit, on the
Yeah,
box,
real talk.
same thing,
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah,
bro.
that's
Yeah,
all it
so it's
is. That's
streaming.
why I be seeing it, bro.
You know, I actually pay like for WNBA League Pass when I have the box and don't need to pay for WNBA League
Yeah,
Pass.
you can just
But
watch
I'm
some-
just
They got
donating
support.
for the cause.
You're just you're just about.
Yeah, I just
like
donate
buying
for
the
the cause.
CD.
You know what? Just I'm trying to contribute to the league. You know, I mean,
Hey.
where I can.
You got the
Good for
limited
W-
box
It's
set.
just $35 a season. It's not bad.
Hey,
Just
I
pay-
mean,
Damn.
paying
Perfect
for the
segue for
privilege to
sports.
not watch commercial.
but
you know?
WNBA's on
See the
fire right
halftime
now,
shows.
bro. WNBA is on fire right now.
Yeah, they're gonna expand too.
Yeah,
Buy
they
the
just
limited
announced
box set of the
three-
Las Vegas Aces.
3 new teams for the next 3 years or something like that, right?
They have
Yep.
Toronto, Philadelphia, and what's
Cleveland,
the
right?
last one?
What
Cleveland.
sense does it
Cleveland?
make for
Okay.
Yeah, which is
the
wild.
Champions Cup that they play for mid-season to pay more than the actual final?
It's kind of like
Yeah, it's like $500,000 for the team.
it's
it's
kind of like
hard.
the thing the WNBA's been doing now, right? With
They
that
could
little
buy themselves
bullshit.
like a Toyota
What?
Corolla.
You mean what the NBA is doing now?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, what the
No.
NBA's been doing, that they do the cup in
With the
Vegas.
playing challenge, or
Exactly.
the tournament.
Exactly.
But they were going too hard. Like them girls was acting like they won the shit for real. Like they were
Bruh,
going,
each of them got like a bonus $30,000, bruh.
Yeah, I think it's the paydays that they're very.
Yeah, that's what they're
Yeah.
juiced about.
they were going harder than the way. Then they look way more excited than OKC winning the championship.
twerking.
That's Kia money right there. You get a
Fucking
new
Caitlin
Kia.
Clark was like doing hella shotguns. She's
Yeah,
just
Carnival.
Now they can fly dudes out.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hella
Hopefully
spirit
it's not
flights.
across state lines.
for real.
That's
No Diddy.
right.
But yeah, man, shout outs to the WNBA. It's heating up, especially now. All you got is
That's a
baseball
nasty
on,
call,
and
man.
now
Valkyrie.
you got WNBA.
Valkyrie's been on some sleeper wins, bro.
Yeah,
Shout out to
they're
Valkyries,
performing
man.
well.
Hey, yeah, the team is worth $500 million now. It's crazy.
Hard.
That's
Bay
chasing
Area.
it.
Hey, you know what? Tell you the
Tickets when
truth,
the
I'd be
season
on the
first started were
train.
hella cheap, hella expensive.
Yeah, it'd be like so many like purple gear. You know what I'm saying? Headed to the
Bahala.
games over there at the thing.
Valhalla.
I had to choose words very carefully there. I was going everywhere, but purple.
They should have been the Rainbow Warriors, real talk. But Valkyrie's cool. I could see that.
Hey, it's real. It's a strong woman.
They be lit over there. They had to keep it popping because for that Thrive City shit, they got like hella stuff over there now.
Mm-hmm.
They got that
it alive.
Indonesian barbecue. You gotta try that
Yeah.
out.
They got the little
Shout outs to
dumpling
Indonesian
spot over there.
barbecue.
They got the Gots roadside. They got Curry's new like little sports bar shit. That shit is lit over there.
Hey,
Yeah.
Indonesian.
Caitlin Clark didn't
shouts
play in
out
the game, by
Roland.
the way. So she was going hard, but she didn't even play.
What?
Rondo.
Yeah, you didn't know.
She been
She's
hurt, right?
injured. Yeah, she's out.
She was
right
like
now.
suited up though, right?
Semi-injured. Semi-injured.
Nah,
Damn.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, they
crazy.
want to save her, right?
Yeah,
man,
she's actually for the All Stars coming up. She's obviously the top
Number
voted
one, right?
by far, but not by
Hey,
her peers. That's
Angel
the big
Reese
conversation.
been balling.
Yep, Demo's favorite player, Angel Reese, has been balling. So
you know who my favorite player is?
Cameron
Paige,
Brink,
right?
Who?
Paige Bucher,
Paige. Paige is the
Paige is
Ross.
raw. She's I actually think she's probably one of the alleged. She might even be better than Caitlin Clark. I'm
That's
just
what they
putting it out
saying.
there. Overall game, not a better overall shooter, but like, well, technically by percentages she is, but yeah, she's overall just more seasoning in her game, if you
We're all
will.
horny.
She definitely
But,
got some season. Hey,
Yeah.
but yeah, they're making a big deal about Caitlin Clark coming in 9th in the player voting, but you got to remember,
The
like
face of the
literally,
league.
she's hurt. If anybody knows, the casuals that are voting out there, they're not really watching whatever is going on. They're like, yeah, Caitlin Clark. But these WNBA players know, like, she ain't even been out there. This is her second time on the injured reserves this year.
Yeah, she's been playing though. She's been hurt twice, but she'll come back again. They're just kind of resting her. But she's not even like she is very good. Don't get me wrong. I just think she's a little overrated right now. But as far as like bringing value and bringing money and bringing in eyes, that's where her value comes in. You know what I mean? So she's still good, obviously, but there are other players that are arguably just as good, and some of them in some aspects better than her. You know, her physicality is her weakest point, and it's probably because she's Caucasian.
Well, she got a lot more.
Yeah, but other than that,
What the
she's
fuck, dude?
yeah.
She doesn't
But,
have that natural aggression.
that's
you
not
know what
woke,
I'm saying,
bro.
Bo?
But she
That's
got
not
some
woke.
grit. She got IQ. She
Yeah,
got
she's got moxie. I
good
see.
passing. That's probably her best.
Here's a
shooting and
girl who
passing.
really knows how to get around the court intelligently.
Exactly. So
Yeah, man.
Well, across the gender pond in the NBA, you know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of moves, a lot of happenings. I think it all started when, I guess we are kind of covered last week when Kevin Durant got traded to the Rockets, and now the moves have just been coming left and right.
Even the NFL been going crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of moves. Which moves stood out to y'all? I just saw DeAndre Ayton went to the Lakers.
That one, big news about. I know he's old, but he's a legend. Ain't getting cut.
Waived.
Too crazy. Waived.
They still gotta
he's
pay
still
him?
getting paid though. Yeah, he's still getting $100 million
So he can
Good
go
for him.
That's
sign
a
up
studio time.
somewhere
anywhere.
for Jug. Like he could come to the
like
Warriors,
the Warriors
and go home.
No, I guess the
Jug
Warriors
only
are-
though.
They're saying the Warriors are the favorites
Jug
to
only.
land Al Horford right now. Woohoo!
That's a
know,
a Warriors move.
It is. It's not exciting, but he at least fits the team better than some other bigs. He can hit a three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Just seems
what
like a
real,
desperate move, and we're
that,
probably gonna
that
have to
sounds like
overpay.
that's a Warriors fan justification. Every offseason, the Warriors, everybody makes the big flashy moves. The Warriors usually don't do that. And then all of a sudden it gets a little closer to the season and you hear about like some random seasoned veteran or some rare dude from like, some team that you don't pay attention to that much, but you heard this
Hey.
dude's name. You're like, all right. But
He's
yeah,
a
no, he's a
backup.
good
I'm
fit.
not mad
though.
at
He's a
it.
good fit.
Hey, but like
want some-
on Weezy said the other day in the group chat, they made the super blockbuster trade for Jimmy. So
Yeah, like
you know what I mean?
they're
Horford's not
done.
gonna be no backup though. You think?
Not on
I
our
mean,
squad. He
no,
can start for
Horford's
sure.
gonna start for sure.
For sure.
He
And we're
can
paying him
start,
as
yeah.
such too. He's
He's
starting.
getting older, but yeah, he could start with his ugly ass.
I don't know where's
Shot.
Kaminga. Where's Kaminga gonna go? Or like, are we gonna?
They got to
get
flip
something
him
for
somewhere, and
Let's
it
send
looks
him to
like
the
they're not going
Bucks.
to be able to trade him. Maybe we don't know what Giannis is going to do, and that's going to like really. That would be the
I
tipping
think Curry
point.
could convince him. At least I hope so. I think out of anyone, Curry could convince him if Curry really wanted.
Well, I mean, they've been putting little voodoo chips in the air about that shit, like having Giannis come out here to the Bay, been doing all that tech shit.
Yeah.
And then the other
please.
day he was like, they're talking about how he was glazing Steph all the time, and then he was wearing the
is.
Steph Curry jersey. You know what I mean? So like they've been putting little mind control out there.
When
Hopefully
asked who he
it's real.
would want to play with most a couple years ago, he's like Stephen Curry. I want to play with Steph.
Yeah.
Me and Steph.
I mean, yeah,
I'll
they're
be
saying
lit.
there might be a little trouble out there because of the way they got rid of Dame Lillard and stuff like that. So, and Giannis been posting some weird shit too. He posted like all his hardware.
What if
So,
you
like-
got to get rid of Draymond and Kaminga?
You
Sure.
can't get
for
rid of
Giannis?
Draymond though.
Yeah, I don't think you
You-
can get
you-
rid of
you
Dre.
shouldn't,
It'd probably be Butler in that sense.
Nah, I
instead.
think it would have to be Kaminga, Podziemski, somebody else.
But they got to give up
Yeah.
stars or
People
somebody to
want
make it worth
pods.
their
You
while.
got to make it. Yeah, Jimmy
They gotta
Butler,
get rid
man.
of Pod, I think.
Sure, but that's not really gonna take the cake for the other team.
Because
You
then
give
when
up
you get rid of
Giannis,
Pod,
man.
you can sign like a Westbrook, sign
But-
like a CP3 or some shit.
See, but this is the thing. They're not gonna. I don't even think they're gonna do that. They're gonna keep because, bro, look at the difference Jimmy Butler made once he got to that team. They became like the second best team in the league after that move or since
Yeah.
that move. If he didn't get hurt in the playoffs, and if Curry didn't get hurt the way they did in the playoffs, it might have been a bit of a different outcome. They might not need too much more. If they get a lot out of the young guys, then if Pod steps up the way he needs to, but they have to flip Kaminga. That's what I think.
Yeah,
They
we
don't need
just put
some
a lot
big
of pressure on Curry, and I think that's always a bad idea when you have to trust an old man to not an old man, but like his health. That's the
No,
main
he's
thing.
bro. He's
It's just the
old for
health.
basketball, bro. Like
Go get
Yeah.
Bradley Beal.
back in the day, this
Or
this
Jug.
age,
Yeah.
you were done. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the T-Mac era, Kobe era, like that.
Yeah.
You 36, 37, you're like, oh.
How we hit up for old Dame though, and not a Bradley Beal? That's what I don't know.
Remember
whoever's Jug, I'm taking either one, but it's just
Beal-
short term.
And Bill got that
Yeah.
clause. Bill got that clause where he can't, if the trade happened, he has to approve the trade. He has the like he's on like one of the like everybody's like, how the fuck did he get that? Because like it's like rare for it to get that. You know what I mean? No trade clause.
Yeah, look at Luka.
Yeah. Facts.
Darren Waller has returned to the
Yeah.
NFL
For no
There's-
reason.
It's interesting. Hunter Renfrow, Damon Arnett, and Darren Waller are all back in the
For
league
no
right now.
reason.
Now, you know, Waller had to come back because he got to get them spins for the new Madden. Like, hey, bro, put me in the game. You know what I mean? Like, that's the only time his music is so surge. It's like, oh, yeah, he's playing actively. We could put him in the game.
These niggas gonna listen to my music. That's what he sounds
Yeah.
like.
Top mode.
Hey, he had Gruden hyped on his shit.
He said he joined back into the NFL to get his music more play.
Yeah.
That's his reason.
It's
Stop
true to the game,
football.
bro.
He's just trying to get his plays up.
That's his way in. That's his talent. His football.
That's his thing, bro. He got to keep it going. But that's cool, though. He's going to be on the Dolphins. That's going to be pretty crazy. Because Dolphins just got rid of, what's his name? Jonnu Smith, who
They're a
he
mess.
was like top 5 tight end last year in fantasy,
Yeah.
I want to say.
Hey, he was
Yeah.
balling out, but people didn't expect it because he's
Yeah,
getting
he-
older too. So.
Hey, he went to the Steelers, right?
Pittsburgh. They're trying
Hey,
to get
Pitts-
Aaron Rodgers as much as they can.
Pittsburgh's been making some low-key moves. We were talking about it like on Weezy said last week that nothing was really going on. It was dry, and then boom, a week later, it's been like hella shit going on.
Minka Fitzpatrick traded. Well, they
Ramsey?
basically exchanged Ramsey and Fitzpatrick. You know, it's kind of two
Yeah,
old
well,
used cars at this point.
Ramsey's been playing corner for his whole career in the NFL. Now he's gonna play safety,
That makes sense.
so that should be cool. And then, that's it that happened, right? They need to get him another receiver over there.
Henry Ruggs.
Hey, he's fast.
Nah, he ain't getting out for like a couple of years, right?
I think he's out next year.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
That's
he's
crazy.
like finna be out right now.
He might be out
Yeah.
already.
I'm pretty sure he'll get a job in the NFL. He might have to play like in the XFL or something, the UFL.
Nah,
real quick.
Cowboys will go get his ass immediately. I really believe that. But hey,
Okay. We'll find out. Football's coming soon
What's
here.
coming hard.
tragic fight weekend though, or depending on how you looked at it, crazy.
Man, we
Y'all
all
were there, right?
Yes, sir. Well, I was there. Davey was there in spirit.
Oh, for UFC?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there in spirit. I was there at the
Yeah.
weigh-ins.
I was
We
able to
did
get it
that.
on
new
video
pound for
too.
pound.
I was able to get it on video. Topuria knocking him out. That was crazy.
Yeah,
Knock it
I was
out.
at home making high food ideas.
We were all on Topuria, right? And then who was on Kai? Davey and Saul
was
were
on
on
Kai.
Kai.
Take
right?
to period.
Kai was looking bad. He couldn't do anything. And
Yeah,
Pantoja's
that
are
was
real.
That was a poor choice. I should have gone Pantoja.
He wasn't digging that.
He's Maori,
Ma-
bro.
That Maori reggae. Saw Jimmy.
No, his walkout music is the reason he lost.
No, I think it's because he hit that.
That's his people.
I
He
mean,
was on the UFC show, like behind the scenes shit in his underwears, doing the haka and shit.
Yeah, I mean that the haka always stays, but I mean like you got to come out with something way harder than that. Than the like.
Yeah, and then
Revolution.
Pantoja got like the
Whoa.
hardest. He got like the hardest entrance with the fucking 50 Cent Many Man. Like that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Many Man. Yeah, it was a good card. The fights were pretty decent the whole night. Yeah, had a lot of fun. It was worth it. No fight this weekend, so we get to chill.
Yeah, 4th
You
of
know.
July. But yeah,
Fourth of
man.
July, American
watching
Birthday.
baseball.
Did you guys watch Power
And the
Slap?
hot dog eating contest. I'm
What
about
happened,
to.
Nino?
I fired the under just in case anyone was asking. Joey Chestnut under 71.5 hot dogs.
That's degenerate stats to even have to know what the
Ooh.
line is on that.
They
Hey,
be
but
on
I
the
was
hot
asking
dog
if you
game.
guys watch
I'll
Power
be
Slap.
honest, this is not the first time, bro. It's not the first year.
This is
No,
the next
no.
week, the week after.
I want a hot dog now.
oh, this weekend, so there's not fights this week. All right,
No fights this week. Yeah.
never fucking mind.
Showing away the goods.
Yeah, no fights, chilling. I don't think there's any combat shit going on this weekend. How
It's
come
the
you have
4th
that
of
wrong?
freaking
Power
July
Slap?
already,
Just
dude.
Monday Night Raw.
No, not even SmackDown. SmackDown, they recorded it on Monday. They recorded. If you went to the show, you got to see Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, man. Shout out to wrestling, bro. I'm in this bloodline story still. So
Yeah, it's fun.
Shout out to
Solo
Jacob
looks
Fatu.
a lot better, like you were saying. I like what they're doing with Solo.
He's leaning into the cringiness all the way
Yeah.
now. So he's just like better that way when he just leans in.
Yeah, I like his jokes to himself. Like
Mhm.
those are solid, bro. Any villain who's like taking pot shots at people and then like laughing to themselves in the WWE universe, I'm in there for that.
Yeah.
You got that Islander dude humor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was before he was weak because he was just like trying to be a hard body and he wanted like people to just like, I don't know, the crowd to respect him or fear him or something. But now he's just like playing into the corniness, so it's great.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, any fun facts or anything, Demo?
You got any 4th of
yeah, I
July
got a
rated
fun
fun
fact.
facts?
Yeah, dude.
So,
something American.
Blood. No, I don't have a American one. That would have been a great thing, but the fun fact that I prepared is, not that. So blood has hemoglobin, an iron-based protein that gives it its red color. But in animals that don't have hemoglobin, such as octopus, horseshoe crabs, and squids, who have hemocyanin, which instead of being iron-based is copper-based, and because of that, their blood is blue. Blue blood from the hemocyanin as opposed to the hemoglobin that's in human and other mammal blood.
How about the homoglobin?
Whoa.
Hey,
Hey.
lol, bro.
No, so that means like when it comes out, the blood is blue. Because you know how they say our blood is blue right now when it's inside you.
Our blood is
Until the
black.
oxygen hits. Oh, black.
It's black until it hits the juice or whatever. But
Oh,
I don't know
theirs
about
is
that,
like,
man.
it'll be blue.
Maybe it's just your blood, Demo.
If you cut off an octopus's, cut his body in half, like the blood is actually blue, and the squid as well.
So that's like their,
So
but
it's
their ink's
Crip.
black.
It's Crip on Crip.
Yeah, they are the real ones. Blue blooded, free blue
Hey,
face.
Blue Blood, that's
Well,
your
there you
show.
go.
That's your show, Blue Blood.
It's that red, that white, that blue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Shouts
go,
out to America.
go,
you know
go
what I'm
out
Don't blow
and
your
celebrate
fingers up.
July 4th and wish for the America that you know it should be. I'll just say that.
USA.
Yeah. And if you're rooting for America to be better in every way, you are
Deep throat
morally
yourself some
correct.
glizzies this weekend, man.
Oh,
You Lord.
you little freaky bastard.
I love America. I love the version of America that I know that it can be. That's
This
what
one?
I know.
Just
You
get
know,
a
if you
little
root for your
mustard
team,
and then rub it on your your
Yeah.
titties.
or did
Been
it-
another
yeah.
edition of the Group
Diddy.
Chat on Wax for your ass.
I ain't
Jizz
got
nips.
titties, I got ditties.
Jizz nips.
Right.
Turn your titties into ditties.
Jizz nip like a
Please
fresh,
stop the recording.
like a
It's
fresh,
going down it.
like a
Yeah.
That was Harlem shaking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that fool,
I
he would
forgot
probably,
that you're
Harlem
just supposed to
shaking.
stop it.
he would probably let it
Alright.
harden up like a Krispy Kreme donut on his neck.